Okay, I'm moving, going to the softball complex. The gas pump seems to have the worst problems when it doesn't get enough time in between starts. Okay, so it's not exactly easy to find this place because the GPS is not recognizing any address for the softball complex. It's only like 4 turns I gotta remember, but I forget things. And one of the turns is on a one-way, so it's pretty crucial to know that. When I go through neighborhoods, I can't. There was Milner, so I go past Milner, and I hit Allen. End higher fine zone. Okay. Oh my god. Really? Okay, and then it'll be, yeah, left on Allen, right on 6. Oh, back to Milner. Because Milner doesn't have a bridge that goes across some kind of ravine or river. I don't expect to see anybody at the softball parks, especially by how difficult it is to get to. These guys are practicing some karate moves on the basketball court, I guess. Okay, we're at 15th. I gotta get to 16th for a left. A left on 16, or left on 6, not 16. All right, here we go. This is the one way to the right. So I take 6 and then a right on Milner, and I'll see it. Okay. Okay. Oh yes, it's all the one way. Soccer parks. I don't know, soccer parks could work too. There's no easy way to get to a softball park. You got to go through neighborhoods to get there. I don't think that was the best design. Having to go through neighborhoods to get to the softball park. What do they do for big games? Maybe they don't have big games. Yeah, this stop sign is definitely needed if you got softball parks over here. They're gonna have a lot of traffic during game days. All right, yeah, this looks like the park, the ball field, Dusty Glassman ball fields. Yeah, and the parking is like, it's not the best looking parking lot. It looks like this isn't really even so much a parking lot as like for parks and recreation. Okay, I'm gonna stop. All right, we got a successful electrical connection here. I can actually plug in and sit over here. Ooh, I could move closer. It's not that necessary. I just sit here and watch. All right, this time I had an emergency and I bicycled over a mile and a half up a hill Talk about emergencies. They really motivate you. I checked a couple of bathrooms at the park, but I mean, of course they're locked. So gotta work with what I can, and the nearest known location is Dillons. I think I'm gonna wrap around, go to Main Street and down it and check it out and see what the library is like. I'm not, maybe they might post the time that they're gonna finally open up. Chicago is supposed to be like March, April, May, June 1st. See if they have what they have for this state. I've seen this at the park too, bike hay. They're encouraging bicycling in the city. It's interesting. They're taking a stronger bicycling angle. I haven't seen anybody on a bicycle, and in fact I had a cop stare at me bicycling. So I think it's kind of rare when they're acting like transpired or just confused that there's actually a bicyclist out. Alright, this is next to the library. Also is next to the library. Right, they say that they're not open. It's not open to the public. Cody? So that it's not clear when they're going to open up again. And the internet doesn't even work. There's something called guest with full bars, but that doesn't connect. Full bars and no ability to connect. Oh my god, they're playing over the speakers, that crazy bird noise to scare away whatever. I don't know. I've heard it on the Pacific coast. I guess there's various birds they want to scare away. Seagulls and grackles. It's been clearly used on seagulls, clearly used on grackles. I don't know what else they would be running that noise maker for. But they are. What? Look at this. Maybe I don't need the library. I wonder if they have electricity here. I'd park here. Park here instead. Look at that. Does that work? Alright, well, it did not work. So I don't know if it was for a short time period that they had that up and running or what. They turned it off for COVID maybe, to discourage people from hanging out. I don't know. Yeah, these things are in almost every city. They keep pretty active. Lots of red brick roads around here. Red brick? I don't really see red soil around these parts. They're pulling the red brick from south of here in Oklahoma. Unless you got to go deep for red brick around here. Do you confront people whose dogs poop on the side of the sidewalk and they walk away from it? I'm so hesitant on doing that because I'm not familiar with the local area, but it's like I just want to question them. What do you do when your dog poops in your own yard? You just let it sit there too? Alright, I'm guessing that not only the bicycle parking iron stands are not the only encouragement for bicycling. They also have a nice trail here, and I think that's a part of the college anyway. So I'm I shouldn't be too surprised that they have big sidewalks, big wide sidewalks, because there's probably a lot of student activity around here. Across the river on the historical side, they got buffalo. It's pretty neat. Oh, he hid behind the trees. A white buffalo? Really? I wonder if that will come in. That's a white buffalo. They're not all brown. Maybe it's an old one. One is feeding its calf. So what's the difference between taunting a buffalo in this fenced-in area to get it to move compared to taunting a buffalo in a Yellowstone Park? Alright, it looks like it's pretty clear that they can be wrangled up and fenced in and farmed a bit. Yet the wild ones, there's big fines for getting their attention. Right, this bridge clearly supports the college. They got the big logo. Must be used a lot. Doesn't really seem like it would, but there are stuff over here. It's too bad that the river it crosses isn't one that you could lazily ride a inner tube down, but they keep it in its natural state at least, not clearing out the brush, because that provides good shade for the fish. So I'm keen on taking a shortcut, because I don't want to walk up there, because I want to walk along the river here, but it's a big drop. I guess not that big. Oh, big enough. Oh. All right, and then I'll get close up with the buffalo. I don't see any signs that discourage me from walking along the river here. And it looks like a nice walk. So this trail seems like it's not used much, but they make sure that it's mowed anyway. I would think it's probably used for cross-country meets, but it connects the other side of the river campus area to this historical park through the buffalo cages, or past them. Alright, it looks like up here, around here, they have a double fence where people will walk up on these cage areas. They got a warning, danger, keep out. So this is the front line defense, and then there's that separate area to keep you from further. Oh, 3 fences for some of these, because that's a big bowl within the 3rd fence. So they got different layers to protect everybody. I'm getting snorted at. Yeah, he's snorting at me good with the babies next to him. And he's like curdling them. You can see he's actively protecting the babies. Yeah, it's a kind of a warning snort, but we're too far apart. Yeah, it's as white as it gets next to the historical park. So they let these aspens grow massive. See, it's the aspen type of tree, I think, similar to that. There's quite a few on the university of this mass magnitude, good shade. Wow, this is tricky. Whoa. Oh, thank you for opening the park for us. You still haven't unlocked the bathrooms. That's the first opening sign I've seen from the city government, a city government. Okay, no shelter reservations, of course. Locked tight. I'm here to look for electrical plugins, and there's a couple, so either corner, so they're worthy of being tested out. What are the chances they work? What are the chances? We're near a college. Yeah, they still got the water off. Still taking some stupid measures. That's a professional bag for frisbee golf.